this hand and eye is a very familiar posture to everyone who has ever seen Buddhist statues or pictures of Buddhists. Okay, it's called uniting and holding hand and eye. Now this posture specifically, this mudra and mantra together, kind of hone in all your attention. Keep yourself focused on the very topic you have for your meditation, be it a visualization, a recitation, or even a sentence that you are investigating, okay, to break through your mind and attain an awakening. So this specific mudra, the uniting and holding mudra, looks like this. You take your left hand, place it on your lap. Take your right hand, place it over the left hand. Now, very important thing here. Your right fingertips should not pass these knuckles on the inside of your palm or on your palm here. Okay, don't bring them over here. Put them right to the beginning of it, or right on top. Okay, that's what happens here. Now, your thumbs lightly touch together. Now, I'm sure you've heard some people in meditation don't touch the thumbs together because if they touch together, it means you're falling asleep and it'll help them wake up. I feel you can use any method you want to stop you from falling asleep. One of the better methods I use is not closing the eyes all the way. Depends on how much energy you feel you have that day. Like if you're feeling very fatigued, don't close your eyes all the way. If you feel kind of up and peppy, maybe you had enough tea or coffee and you feel very good, ready to go, then leaving your eyes closed wouldn't be so bad. However, keeping your eyes closed, you can become more taken by imagery, different colors you'll see in your eyes, shapes, memories, emotion. Okay, you can almost go into a dream state and fall asleep. So depends on how well you are in skill and keep you awake. Keeping your eyes open slightly is good. And or if you know your skill and you don't fall asleep in meditating practice, go for it, keep your eyes closed. To each their own, but make sure you are honest with yourself to make sure you know what you're doing so you don't get caught and have to start over. Okay, so the one aspect here is that this hand and eye, uniting and holding, keeps you so focused and helps you maintain stability in practice where your internal dialogue slowly ceases, your internal influences like emotions, habits, sensations, all the influences of your senses, including the mind, so all 6 senses, kind of cease. Eventually, they slow down to a point where they are no longer an influence to you consciously, and you are no longer subconsciously being controlled by them for the time you are staying in this posture. No, it's not the posture that's the key. The posture is just that which allows you to show the potential in what you have in your mind. The mantra allows you to maintain attentiveness. It has its purpose, and then you're reciting the mantra, so your mind and your mouth are working, your body holds posture. So you have these 3 aspects together that are maintaining this one gigantic pillar, and that pillar would be unmovable. However, if you do not cultivate meditating practices every day, that mudra mantra really don't do anything for you. Remember, you have to have the strength in order to maintain the tool. So practicing daily is very important. If you don't practice daily, you're not going to develop skill. And skill in means, basically means a skill that you have the actual ability to utilize. Okay, so the uniting and holding, you can say, we'll take the first 2 hands and eyes that we taught in this series and solidify them. If you use them all 3 together, I mean, all 3 of them are individually strong itself. They have their own purpose. But when you put these 3 together, it's kind of like you are closing all corners and solidifying, locking, binding, and reassuring to your mind. All things are stable, and you will not have any other issue. So when you're sitting in your practice, you're upright, you're strong, in your mind and body, and it's really hard to fall out of that. So here's the mantra and mudra. The mudra again, hand, one over the other, thumbs touching, and then right here on both sides, you imagine one eye on the right hand and one eye on the left hand. Okay? So they're this way, and the eye is across, right underneath the pinky and the ring finger area. big chunky meaty area. Lay them down on your lap. Don't put your thumbs up like point. Keep them touched lightly. That's all. That's your posture. Now, for your mantra. Mopo li sheng jie la ye nan, dan li ye tuo, wa lu zhi di, shi wa la ye, sapo du shai, jia ming, heng ye, sa wa he. Mopo li sheng jie la ye nan, dan li ye tuo, wa lu zhi di, shi wa la ye, sapo du shai, jia ming, heng ye, sa wa he. Mopo li sheng jie la ye nan, dan li ye tuo, wa lu zhi di, shi wa la ye, sapo du shai, jia ming, heng ye, sa wa he. So, in your practice, you recite 3 times and then hold your posture. When you feel you're getting out of your calm state, if you don't feel you're deep enough in your focus, meaning sounds are irritating you, go back to the recitation. So you have 3 times recite, 1 time hold the posture, staying, sitting, and being in that recited state. So the recitation gives you the catalyst to utilize your mental potential, your bioenergy, your body's potential, to maintain focus, unmoved by sounds, sensations, memories, imagery, emotion, whatever, especially thinking. But if you find yourself still moving off the focus of your Mudra and Mantra, bring yourself right back to recitation. You do this for all of the hands that we worked on so far, and the ones we might do in the future. Okay, so you recite 3 times, hold posture. You feel yourself coming off of your state, recite 3 more times, hold posture. And then you do it again. And you can sit with each hand and eye for as long as you want. The more you practice them, the stronger they have an effect on you, and the better effect they have with you. Remember, it is your mind, your body, neurology, okay, and your speaking habit that's getting cultivated. It's not that some outside spiritual force or some Buddha or Bodhisattva that's going to come and take care of you because you practice this. It doesn't work that way. All the hands and eyes are not invoking or evoking any other being to you, okay? It is strictly your power. It is strictly a tool to harness your potential in thinking, potential in speaking, potential in body. So you need strength, you need the right speech, and you need the right mindset, okay? All of this basically is the body. Holding the mudra is the strength, is the right posture, actually. The strength is maintaining that posture. So practice builds up muscle memory, builds up good posture and strength to hold your body up, okay? Then you have your speech, how you're speaking, that is your mantra, okay? And your thinking, you're putting your attention to your thought, your mindset, right? You're putting attention to your thinking, you're putting attention to your speaking, you're putting attention to your posture. Now you have these 3 pillars all added up together to create one gigantic, strong structure. And that's what you want to work on. Okay, so finalizing our practice, you have the lariat hand and eye, you have the fearlessness hand and eye, and you have the uniting and holding hand and eye. Okay, so let's just do a quick review. The lariat hand and eye, you have your left hand on your chest, your right hand right after your fingernail, you put it right into that knuckle space there. Imagining you have a 5-colored string or rope hanging from your hand. Hold them in front of you, and you recite the mantra and mudra, and you hold the mudra. In the fearlessness hand and eye, you take your left hand and you put it on your lap. Remember, you're keeping an eye here for the fearlessness hand and eye, and let's go back to the lariat real quick. Right here, you're appearing an eye, you're making an eye appear. Okay, so for the fearlessness hand and eye, you leave it here. For the uniting and holding, 1 finger, hand right over the inner knuckles of your palm, thumbs touching, and you hold your posture. And for this one, for uniting and holding, I'll recite the mantra 1 more time. Mopalisam Jelayanan Danayeto Walo Jiti Shualaya Sapatusai Jamin Hamiya Sawaha Mopalisam Jelayanan Danayeto Walo Jiti Shualaya Sapatusai Jamin Hamiya Sawaha Mopalisam Jelayanan Danayeto Walo Jiti Shualaya Sapatusai Jamin Hamiya Sawaha. Excellent. I truly hope that these practices would be able to bring you something. Also, I hope that you would be able to bring these practices something. Your attention and your daily practice, which will build up your strength. If you can do that, that would be really awesome. If you need any more help with it, feel free to contact me. My email address is at the bottom of the screen. You can follow us on Twitter and Twitter at awaken_24. Instagram as well, The Awaken Journal, and you can find us on Facebook, Awaken 24 Community. Awesome. Be well.